All right, everyone, here we go with the Leo soap opera. Since it's about a week from now that I'll be pulling the monthly readings and doing my zodiac fly-through, I thought I would check in with the Leo soap opera because Mars is in Leo. All right, and Mars is one of those planets. While it's not as powerful in energy on us as Jupiter, which I call the fourth strongest energy that affects us on a daily basis, Mars tends to emphasize cycles, repeating patterns. Mars is in a sign every other year, for example, right? I tend to divide it up. I've got the Mars in Cancer, Mars in Leo block, and then I've got the opposite, the Mars in Capricorn, Mars in Aquarius block. The Mars in Capricorn Aquarius blocks occur on even years, even number years, and the odd years are Cancer and Leo, where we are now here in 2023, an odd number. I'll give you an example in my own life. Whenever this happens, and this has been going back many years, a decade, I've been tracking it. Whenever the Mars in Cancer, Mars in Leo block happens for me, I have a problem with my neighbors. I have a spat with them, right? Everything's fine in the runoff, in the in-between, in the even years. It's always these odd years. And this goes back a decade. And again, that's just one example, right? It's always like that. So for this person, whoever this energy belongs to in the Leo soap opera, there seems to be a pattern of behavior, something that's predictable. You may not know about it because you may not be tracking this person, but there's a pattern that they have. Now, in my pre-shuffle here, I've got 7 swords. I've got the bullshit, right? And over here, I just wanted to show you the bottom card from the deck I'm going to use to clarify the witches. It's the 4 of Pentacles, holding back and all that kind of stuff. This is a very interesting energy, and I want to point something out because somebody said something to me that they, I hear this all the time. I watch the Leo soap opera, but it's not me. It's not what's going on with me, but I just like it, right? I just like, well, they're entertaining or something like that. I want to point out that nobody's here because it's entertaining. This could be a future influence for you. This could be a future person, right? And with these Leo soap opera readings, there's an exorbitant number of the runners who are actually watching, right? I get that a lot. Every time I say something that might trigger them, I get a tremor in the energy. It happens all the time. And that's how I know they're there. There's no name tags attached to the energy or anything. So this is an important Leo soap opera, all right? It is, as was anyone I pulled on in the Mars in Cancer. Mars in Cancer and Mars in Leo are kind of lumped together, at least for me. So let's see what's going on, all right? It's not off to a great start, but let's see what's going on here. All right, it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here where you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reading. You're here for a reading, and you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless, for reasons I just explained. This could be future influence, so pay attention. I'm going to turn that away. Remember that 4 of Pentacles, though, okay? Here in the pre-shuffle, I asked the universe, and I asked it a very specific question. For this episode of the Leo soap opera, I said, give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of Mars in Leo from the angle of Leo. So again, this is a very specific reading, all right? And what I think, based on this pre-shuffle, this is 7 swords, deception, crossed by the 10 of wands. I think when Mars is in Leo, the Mars, Cancer, Mars, Leo block every other year for this person, it gives them incredible willpower, gives them the ability to sit in the bullshit, sit in the shit, believe their own crap, okay? It's just the way it is. But that energy this time around, because of the environmental energies, the other energies in play and everything adding together in May, Pluto retrograde, all of that, the eclipse and all of that kind of Jupiter and Taurus, all that kind of stuff. It's harder for them this time. So what's happening is I think we're getting sort of there's that 4 of Pentacles. I said, remember that. 4 of Pentacles here. We're getting kind of an energy of trepidation. All right. It's a bit of, it feels to me like high vibrational static, meaning somebody's got ants in their pants to do something. They're trying to believe this, but it's hard under this energy. Trying to behave the way they normally would under this energy, but it's difficult. It's tricky. All right. Underneath that is the 6 of Pentacles. Yep. Keep giving. to whatever represents their stability, this King of Pentacles. Yep, I get that. But see, there's that trepidation. There's that anxiety. The Nine of Swords is bookending the Seven of Swords. Old tricks aren't working under this energy, and it's backfiring on them a little bit. It's a bit like, I don't know, you usually take target practice at bales of hay, and it's no big deal. You stand pretty close to it. And this time somebody's taking target practice at a solid steel wall, and the bullets are bouncing back at them. Ricochet, right? Back at them. It's a bit of that, all right? So this Seven of Swords is coming to bite this person in the ass. So it's going to be a very interesting reading. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's do it. It had to be done. There had to be a Leo soap opera specific that revolved around Mars and Leo. All right, let's see where we go. All right, here we go. I'm going to go to my neutral place, and I'm going to shuffle the deck. This first card out is Before the Cut. It's Why the Fuck Are We Here? All right, let's do it. Why the fuck are we here? The Ace of Pentacles. What's fueling that? The Six of Swords. Yeah. Again, somebody here wants to try to fix. Their life is very pentacle based. It may be money, it may be status, it may be image, it may be a protection blanket of family, it can be any of that. We get, and I also get a person with abandonment issues here. And abandonment issues is a broad term. It can occur, for any reason at all. It can cause people to run from things that are good and just always stick with what they've got. Somebody here is trying to smooth things out, right? And they have, again, and slowly but surely, I think they're learning something. I think something isn't working this time around. Let's see. Let's cut the deck. Temperance. Yeah, somebody's trying to keep the status quo here under this energy. They got usually they have amazing willpower, but there's so many other energies poking at them. It's tough. I think they're figuring this out. I think they are a little bit. I think what we've got here, and I'm going to show you, there's a lot of fire here, and there's just 2 little drops of water, right? I think what's going to happen is this person's going to sort of burn themselves out a little bit. The passion is going to consume them. Their own lives. They're very passionate about that. That Seven of Swords. It sometimes comes up. It comes up around many different things, but it often comes up around a fire energy. Let's see where we go. Let's see. Give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of Mars and Leo from the angle of Leo. Give me a reading, universe. It knows what I mean. We'll see where we go. I'm going to be very careful reading this energy, because on the surface right now, like I told you, I think on the Friday reading this past week, there's an element of deception. You got to check yourself. Make sure you're seeing what you're seeing. It's a bit like when you talk to somebody and you say back to them, what did you just say? Right? You want to make sure you heard it right. It's a bit like that. So I'm going to be very careful here in what I do and what I say. Yeah. All right. That's it. Overall energy is the Five of Pentacles. There's this, what's fueling this real quick before I open my mouth? Yeah, the Three of Swords. Yeah, again, somebody is afraid to lose something they got, afraid to lose something they've got, but at the same time, however they're living has hurt them, okay? They lose anyway. It's like a lose-lose scenario for this person under this energy. I think they realized that with Temperance there, that came out after the cut. I don't know yet. Our reading's on the flip. Let's see where we go. This is the energy around your connection. This is how your person's behaving in the 3D. And again, I can't tell you apart from this soulmate. Your souls are of almost equal frequency. To be honest with you, I could be talking about you. If I am, and you get triggered, please don't call me an asshole. Okay? It's all for the greater good. It's just words coming out of my mouth, a talking hand. But for most of you, this is the incoming energy. I know, I've been pulling on this energy enough, I know it well. This is their soul. This is the hidden energy, message from the universe, read with the energy of your connection, and right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I can't predict free will. And under this energy, I think this person, whoever this energy belongs to, is going to use their free will as some sort of wild, out of control weapon. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards over the top. If I think I need to extend it, I will. If I did, there'll be a link in the description for an extended. I don't know yet. I don't know where we're going. What's the energy around the connection Let's do it. Knight of Pentacles. It's just stopped. It's just there's a stillness. You can hear it in my voice too. My voice inflection is important because I have to swim in this energy to pull these readings. There's a stillness. You ever wake up in the morning and there's a stillness to the air? Something, you feel like it's like ominous almost. It's like that. Okay? It's like that. Something feels weird. It feels like the start of a horror movie in some way. Some sort of Swamp Thing type movie where you're standing there at the edge of a swamp. The movie opens with someone standing at the edge of a swamp and there's a mist over the swamp, kind of a thing. Okay. We'll see what happens when we clarify. How are they behaving in the 3D in their life? 9 swords. Yeah, look at that. 9 swords. There's that anxiety coming back from the pre-shuffle. One card from the pre-shuffle shows up. And it's 9 swords in the 3D. It was a very important card because it was bookending. It's even a color match in the background for the 7 of swords in this deck. Up in the pre-shuffle, they were bookending. It's a trepidation. That's the best word I can think of here. It's not really anxiety. It's that uneasy. These cards together represent that uneasy kind of feeling. A weird, ominous start to a horror movie. What's going on in the soul? This will explain why this energy's here. What's bookending the Knight of Pentacles? Yeah, the Chariot. This card represents the soulmate cycle for me. This particular cycle is Cancerian themed. Cancer energy is the host energy of this cycle. But this is why. The Chariot in the soul, the energy goes from here to here. 5D to 3D. And to be honest with you, I can understand this. There's that, I said it, there's almost an ants in the pants kind of a thing. The soul wants something new, and it's pushing hard to get it. And somebody's pushing back. But they're pushing back, what usually works for them doesn't work. And it's making them a little, batshit crazy. Blah. Like that. The net result to the connection. Now again, here's your energy, here's your person's energy. In the middle is a ball of energy that's your connection, and you guys plug into it. Okay? So what's the effect on the connection is eerie. All right? Eerie, very eerie. The start of a Swamp Thing movie. Okay. What's the universe want to tell us about Swamp Thing? I don't know. All right. It's hidden energy. It's red with the Knight of Pentacles here. It's the Page of Cups. It's just this. You see how placid this is? It's got pastel-y kind of colors on it and everything. The universe is like, love is seeping through. The soul is winning, but there's more here than that. It's not just that. It's a net result of fear and weirdness. It's somebody who, how do I phrase this? It's going to sound corny, and I don't mean it to, but it's the only way I can put it. Someone here is afraid to lose the connection, to lose you, and they feel that in the soul because you're sort of their lighthouse in the storm. You're their North Star, if you will, which is, which sailors used to use for guidance, guide through things. It's just that's the net result here. It's just weird. This is going to be a weird one. I knew, pulling on Mars and Leo with all the energies that's happening here in May in a Leo soap opera. I knew. I'm taking my time. I'm being careful. Don't worry. Potential final outcome, but the clarifiers are going to reveal some shit. Potential final outcome, red with 9 swords. 8 wands, forward movement, communication. That doesn't surprise me. Well, look at the table. Why doesn't that surprise you, Steve? Well, I love it when you do that. Well, look at the table, okay? Just find me the Major Arcana card. I'll give you a hint. It's right there. It's in the soul. And that's where the energy's coming from, out to the 3D. Yeah. Again, the soul is winning here. There's just this Swamp Thing's coming out of the swamp, for sure. It is Minor Arcana. It's up to their free will. But there's a very strong possibility here that someone can't, they're going to realize, for example, just an example, in the middle of the night that they can't just push this back and believe their own bullshit that they're happy in a toxic relationship or a relationship that's been over and dead for a long time, or however their life is, whether they're single or with someone. But for the Leo angle, I get someone in a toxic relationship usually, that energy. And that can apply to family, a job, how they view the world. They can have a toxic relationship with themselves. You can. But for a lot of you, this is a marriage that's been long over. There's an urge to free themselves from this, to move forward from this. There's a lot of forward pull here. I don't want to predict communication here. I can't. But what I can predict is they're going to try to believe their bullshit, which usually works when Mars is in Leo. For them, great willpower, able to sustain toxin without any problem, and it's not going to work this time. Okay, let's clarify. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. This Swamp Thing energy. It's weird. It's eerie. It's spooky. It's just. Think of when I look at this picture, the way the energy is reflecting, because the cards are just mediums for me. They're pretty pictures for you. But imagine at night, this weird little deer comes up and just walks it. It's just bizarre. It's just strange. It always is. I remember camping, and sometimes you'd see deer at night and stuff like that. It freaks you out a little bit. You know, it's kind of freaky. All right. I mean, that's the best way I can describe the energy. It's not why isn't it a moon, you might ask? Because the moon would represent that kind of thing too. I think the universe didn't throw us a moon because it's not hidden. This energy is very on the surface. It's very easy. You might pick up on it. You might. If you focus on your person a little bit, you'll feel what I feel here. I guarantee it. All right. The card I'm most interested in clarifying is this one, but we got to get to it. All right, let's go. Knight of Pentacles, why is it here? Energy needs to be read by peeling back layers. The universe does not reward pretense. It rewards honesty. But it also does not reward a lack of temperance. And that's why I keep teaching you guys about the lesson of temperance and why it's important. I get on my fast forwarders and people that can't even sit through a video because they got ants in their pants, right? The universe doesn't reward that. It doesn't. You know. All right, here we go. If I were to jump and just say, I'm going to skip to this one, we wouldn't get the right answer. I guarantee it. All right. Because it's about the sum of the parts, right? It all tells the story. And missing information is dangerous. Only knowing part of a story is dangerous. Think of it like gossip, right? You hear part of the story, you know. It's dangerous. You draw conclusions, you make assumptions, and, well, bad things happen. All right. Knight of Pentacles, why is it here? The Ten of Cups. That is weird. It's weird energy. Okay? It's someone waking up. How do I phrase this? This is the energy of your connection, and it's both happiness at the same time as sort of a deer in the headlights kind of energy of someone feeling the happiness of this connection and this coming out and this here, and the net result is this. So we got to pull to go toward the connection. They want to get happy. They feel the connection. But the result here in the 3D is this. Because with Mars and Leo, their typical urge is to push it back. What's on top? Hierophant. Jesus Christ. I said this is on the surface. I said you can feel this. The spiritual nature of this connection, I'm just going to phrase it this way. It's not technically the way the energy reads. I'm just being honest. But I'm going to phrase it this way. The spiritual nature of this connection is very on the surface. All right? It might be giving them dreams. It might be giving each of you dreams. All right? But definitely them. All right, they're dreaming about this. And they wake up in the morning and that dream feels weird. It's like they want to tell someone, I had a weird dream last night. It makes them feel weird. All right, it's because of this spiritual nature of the connection being on the surface. Why is a Hierophant here? Yeah, the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. They've been given to the wrong things. That's what those dreams might be about. Okay? Those dreams might be about this person's decision process for what they choose to give to and what they choose not to give to. All right, they're going the wrong way. This is making them, this whole eerie energy and these dreams that they're possibly having, is making this connection something very attractive, something they might want to give to, okay, for a change. All right, all right. They're definitely learning some lessons here. Like I said, I'm surprised we haven't seen a Page of Pentacles yet. Why is the Nine of Swords here? Tell me about the Nine of Swords. That's how they're behaving in the 3D. You don't even need to know what the Nine of Swords means. Just look at the picture. You know, this person is so full of shit. We opened with the full of shit card. They just, I don't know what all the fear is about moving on to something new. I suspect it's the usual shit that I get when I pull on that, which is they did everything right. They did what they were supposed to do, and the life was supposed to be this. I don't like people. I won't say I don't like people who do that, but I encourage people not to have expectations for outcomes. Otherwise, you just set yourself up for disappointment, and then people don't like to admit they're wrong, so they stay in the disappointment. It's just you. From the time I was very young, I never knew how my life was going to turn out. I just knew something was going to happen, and I couldn't wait to find out what. That's it. That's it. That's how I approached life. From about the age of 15 on, that's about how I approached life. Well, something's going to happen. I can't wait to find out what. Just travel that road. Just cruise along. No expectations. I didn't have a picture in my head of a house. I knew I wanted to move. I knew I wanted to live somewhere where it was warmer. Right? After spending part of my childhood up in New England, I was done with winters. I knew that. I wasn't going to go north. That much I knew. Got to stay in the Sun Belt. Why is the Nine of Swords here? But no details or anything. All right. I dreamed about stuff, but there's a difference between that and putting expectations on it. Wow, we're really shuffling. This energy is deep, you guys. And as I say that, I get a Hermit crossing this. And the Hermit represents the soul here in this, you know, the soul energy. And the soul energy is the Chariot coming in. The soul's having a strong impact here. Their soul. And so it's hard for them to bullshit. There's no bullshit in the soul. Okay? It's hard for them to bullshit. In other words, they're being pointed in a direction. Right? And this is their reaction to that. Because normally, under this energy, they can shut it down. What's on top? Page of Wands. Yeah. They're being pointed in a direction, in a new direction. It's my little explorer page. Right? Why is the Page of Wands here? Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. They're being shown, I think, a lot in these dreams. I talked about how they're... and I think your connection is generating these dreams. The energy of your connection, that ball of energy between you two, is generating these dreams, showing them how great it would be. In other words, it takes this little page on a journey, right? Shows them how they've been making the wrong decisions. So it shows them how they should just see what's around the next corner rather than, you know, sit in what they've got, for example. It's showing them that it's pretty glorious, you know. And again, their reaction to it all in the 3D is this. All right, this person does not like movement. All right, let's talk about the Chariot. Most powerful card on the table, as far as the base reading anyway. Most powerful card in the clarifiers so far is the Hierophant. What's going on right there? Whew, your connection, man, it's on crack. The Chariot, it's taking them for a ride. and it's a scary ride, you know. Oh, all right. What's going on with the what's going on with the Chariot here? Come on. The King of Cups reverse just tried to fly out. I'm going to remember that as I pull these cards, because this Chariot, I already said, powerful energy here. Powerful force, moving it. Go, move forward, move toward the connection. Go, it's great. I'm showing you all these dreams about how great it can be. Stop reacting this way to it, anxious and... well, it's crossed by the Lovers. Again, this represents your connection. This represents the soulmate cycle. Both a major arcana. The whole fucking soul in the base energy and its environmental energy is major arcana. Don't matter what falls on top here. Now, a King of Cups reverse tried to fly out. What's all this? That tells me what all this worry is about. Somebody's worried that they're going to say too much. Somebody's worried that they're going to reveal too much. Somebody's worried that they're going to lose face. Oh yeah, I get all that. Oh, this person doesn't very stoic energy, right? Very stoic energy. All What's going on top? The Magician. Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana. Why is this quick change energy? This energy is hitting them hard and fast. Why is the Magician here? Major Arcana, the most powerful card I could pull, the World. It's right there. And this is transfer. This is a new cycle. This talks about a new energy, a new cycle. This talks about transformation. This talks about your connection. This talks about the connection cycle and the forward-moving energy of it. We end with forward-moving energy. Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana. The whole fucking soul energy block is Major Arcana. It's way more powerful than they can even think to fuck with. It tells me everything. It backs up everything I've said. Their usual bullshit isn't working. They're trying to. Usually when Mars is in Leo, Mars, Leo in Cancer, Mars in Leo, Mars in Cancer kind of block, they can bullshit their way through and believe the bullshit and sit in the toxin. The energy here is different than it usually is what this is saying. And it's a very grounding energy for sure, no doubt about it, which is calling for transformation and forward movement. And they're being kind of shown a movie in dreams. I'm getting more and more of that here, about what would happen if this little page took a chance on in a new direction. Here's what would happen, right? They're worried that with that King of Cups reverse that tried to fly out, they're worried that they're going to reveal too much. The King of Cups reverse is a bit too much. They say too much. They tell you how they feel too much, right? That kind of thing. This person's very afraid of that for whatever reason. It scares the living shit out of them. And for some reason, and I think they're being shown this in the dreams, I would guess, they seem to want to give loyalty to something toxic, something that hurt them. And we know it hurt them because of the Three of Swords I showed you earlier in the overall energy. I think it's under, yeah, there it is, right there. 3 swords, fueling this 5 of Pentacles. That energy hurt them, yet they keep giving to it. They're afraid to lose it. Yet at the same time, they're having dreams where they wake up feeling weird. It's eerie. There's love. They wake up feeling remnants of love here. Now for the card I've been waiting to clarify. Now let's have a chat with the fickle old gal universe. Okay? Let's have a chat. Page of Cups. Yep. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. This is going to be interesting. Remember the 10 of Cups was crossing here? We talked about dreams and shit like that. Yeah, here it is again. And these two are read together. Yep. It's exactly what I just said, and I felt it. I was compelled to say it. They wake up from the dreams feeling this. It's eerie for them because it just gives them so much contrast to how they're living and how they could be living, right? And again, it's just, the universe is hitting them. This energy is hitting them hard. They're having some massive dreams. The universe basically just said, I'm right about the dreams. Oh, I know I am. What's on top? Look at that. 2 of Cups. Wow. 2 Cups. Red with the Hierophant in my reading. I said on the surface, your connections, this eeriness, this stillness, the spiritual nature of your connection is very on the surface. Yeah. They feel, it's almost like they wake up and go, oh my God, we are soulmates. Right? Like that. I don't think they actually do that. But they're feeling this connection. For a brief moment, there is a period of, and that's why we get the communication here. Why is the 2 of Cups here? The Emperor. It's what I just said. I just use the cards to back me up. I read the energy first, then I pull the cards. It's what I just said. When I pulled this 2 of Cups, I said it's almost like they wake up and they say, we are soulmates. Oh my God. This person tries to deny that there's any connection here. You know, this person blows my fucking mind. This is why they're full of shit. I know they're fucking spying and shit. I know they're there. Their energy is always there. Either spying could be just thinking about you, dreaming about you, looking at pictures, looking at your social media, driving by your house. All of that is the same frequency of energy of spying. Same frequency of energy plays out differently in different surrounding energies. So it doesn't matter. The fact is, this person continues to deny that there's any kind of anything special here about this connection, yet the fact that they keep hanging around, keep showing up, the fact that they're having these dreams, the fact that they show up in my readings is proof that there's a connection here. And even the universe is like, yeah, there's a fucking connection here, dude. Okay. I mean, the world is here. I say it about judgment all the time. Judgment doesn't come out for a bang in a bar parking lot or the much classier bang in a bar bathroom. But neither does the world. And we're past judgment to have the world even show up on the table. We don't need the judgment card. Just the world being here means we got past it, and it's in the soul. The world card in the soul. I mean, this is the universe. This is, you know, it's the most powerful card I could pull. It's also very auspicious, right? So they feel this connection on a high level. And somebody here, again, they're aware. Very stubborn energy here, though. Why is the Eight of Wands in the final outcome? This is communication. It's forward movement. I think if it happens rather suddenly. But I do with the lightning, because the lightning also appears on the Tower card in this deck. What's the final on this? Even I'm confused, because I could read the energy, and I'd love to tell you this person's going to reach out. They're going to get past nines of the end in tarot. They're going to get past all this, and that's what a tarot reader would tell you. But I'm not a tarot reader. I read energy. These cards are just mediums. They're what you guys are used to, so I use them here. That's all. You know. If it were up to me, I'd just be a blank table and a talking hand. I'd put a little sock puppet on the hand and tell you, just read energy for you. But it's okay. It's fine. I get little paper cuts just for you from these fucking cards. All right, Eight Wands. Very confusing energy, because it reads like you guys are having a conversation, and at the same time it reads like the Swamp Thing came up and killed both of you. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. So maybe in this instance I'm happy the cards are here. You know, I wouldn't know what to tell you. I would probably err on the side of the Swamp Thing maiming both of you on some level. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. What do you think is at the bottom? What do you think? This is fucking hilarious. Even the universe doesn't know. Eight Wands crossed by Eight Wands. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh, I'm so right. Even the universe doesn't know. That's why. The energy is, I'll explain to you what the energy is doing. It's coming in and out, and it's having head-on collisions with itself. And I can't believe that happened. I love it. This is why I love tarot. I do love it as a medium. It's how I learned how to read energy when I was a kid. Someone suggested to me you could use tarot cards to try to interpret, and then you can understand the patterns and put it together, and it worked. You know, by the time I was about 16, I didn't need them. But Eight Wands crossing Eight Wands. I mean, the environmental energy says you guys are having a conversation, but the connection and everything around it, and this Emperor feeding in, says that the Swamp Thing of your connection, that eerie morning comes up and it's a monster coming out of the thing. I don't know. What's on top? The Emperor. I just pointed to the Emperor. There's the Emperor energy. It's the King of Wands, but this is a Burger King. I said it was stubborn. This is that energy. It's the same thing. I just pointed to the Emperor, and I pulled the one king that's reflecting here out of it. And it lands right there on top of two Eight Wands. Again, it's just somebody here, in spite of the, I'll phrase it this way. This King of Wands is red with the Page of Wands. In spite of these dreams and what they show them, that, oh my God, we are soulmates. This person is just, I'm happy. It's my laughing king energy. I know you can't see it, but he's laughing. You know. I'm perfectly fine. I'm good. I'm the King of fucking Wands. Anything is possible. It's also an energy of anything is possible. They could reach out. They might not. I don't know. Why is the King of Wands here? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh, it's the devil. Yeah. Oh, God, they're trying so hard not to. Okay, I understand this energy now. Eight Wands crossing Eight Wands with the King of Wands. Why the Eight of Wands is here, and why is the King of Wands here? The devil. I get it. I get it. It's someone who wants to reach out, but they're just fighting it every step of the way. Fighting it every step of the way. Making up excuses. Just ignoring it. ignoring because of this devil energy. And this devil right here, this fucking final outcome is why I need to take more of my day and do a fucking extended on this. I wasn't going to. I was going to have a nice relaxing morning, but now I'm pissed. Okay, this pisses me off. All right? Something about this devil. Whole extended about the devil and this person. I'm not pulling on you. I already pulled on you, Mars and Leo. We already pulled that reading, and I pulled the extended reading from Mars and Leo, and I pulled on you. You know all about you. Nope, it's a fucking entire extended about 2 8 wands, a king of wands, and a devil. And I want to know what the fuck's going on here, because this is nonsense. By the tarot, okay? That's by the energy. By the tarot, this person should put the anxiety down and reach out to come in and make things right. They absolutely should. But there's some sort of cock block here, and it's with this emperor, which is out of balance. He's all 4 kings, but he's out of balance. He's all king of wands. It's the Burger King, which revealed itself over here in the final outcome. By all accounts, this person should be reaching out. And that conversation might be a little heavy on them, and why they were hurt by all this, or why they blame shifting conversation, basically. But that conversation, it should happen. In environmental energy, the 3 of Cups, somebody opening up emotionally. There's a 3rd energy cock block in this. I think it's within your person. It could also be a spouse or a relationship. I don't know. I'll go deeper. Oh, the Empress. Jesus Christ almighty, this person. The environmental energy is encouraged. This is their Empress energy. This is not you. The environmental energy is encouraging this person to open up, reach out, go forward. And even in the base energy, the universe backs it up with 8 wands, and it's this stubborn. Just something here. There's a 3rd energy that represents the devil, and I'm going to pull and extend it on, and I'm just going to do it. All right? I'm going to pull 3 cards from the universe and see what else it wants to tell you. I don't even know what. I can't even imagine. Let's see. Give me three cards and a crossing card from the bottom, universe. What else you want to tell the viewer? Unbelievable. And this doesn't surprise me. It's how we started in the pre-shuffle. It does not surprise me. The usual tricks aren't working for this person. I get that. See? You can even see it here in the soul. The usual tricks, magician, aren't working. It's new energy. That's why the Chariot's here. They got to do something. But that King of Wands and that devil, who the hell? If that, we know it represents a 3rd energy because the 3 of Cups was there, and that 3 of Cups is not always representative of a 3rd energy, but it is in this context. But the pull towards you is very strong. Okay? It is. Their emotions are very, very volatile right now. There's an invisible King of Cups reversed there in the soul position. Wow. All right. What else you want to tell everyone, universe? We pull it from the bottom. 6 swords, 9 cups, 6 cups, and 7 swords. I love the universe's sense of humor here. I love it. I love it. I'll phrase it this way. I'm just going to paraphrase all this. You don't even need me, do you? Yeah, I mean, 7 swords of deception crossing the 9 cups in the base energy. And the outlying energies is someone showing up. Someone coming towards you. Someone from the past returning. 6 of cups. Yeah, they feel this connection. They'd love to go towards it. It's their 9 cups. But the universe is like, the energy is deceptive. It seems like they're coming towards you. It seems like there's going to be communication. It seems like they're going to open up. But this person is bullshitting themselves or trying to. But the connection itself is very strong. And these roots are represented over here by these in these dreams, and when they wake up and go, oh, we are soulmates, kind of a thing like that. Somebody's trying to fight City Hall here, as always, and you can't fight City Hall. I don't know. I don't know where the extended's going to go. I don't even know if any of you want it. I don't care. I do. I've got to have less people, and I've got to sift through this energy. So if you want the extended, it's there for you. All right? It is there. There's a link in the description. If you don't, I don't blame you. But pulling on the devil, I'm going to get mighty triggery for sure. All right, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Twice, our reading began with bullshit and ended with bullshit. That's not surprising. That's not surprising with this person. All right, that's your reading. If you want the extended, the link's in the description. Good luck.